Did he who made the lamb also make the tiger? Where did the tiger come from? And why is it here? What is its purpose? What caused the tiger to be? And there are a number of answers to this. Number of possible answers. Okay, a mother tiger, which was my initial thought. The creator existing within the womb of all women. Very literal answer to the poem. A tiger. Where does the tiger come from? It comes from mommy tigers, and it grows up. And a tiger doesn't just start out being ferocious and fierce and wild and untamed. The tiger starts out as a little kitty, a little kitten. The next answer: God made it. God made the tiger. Another seemingly literal answer, and an answer that a man would probably give, or a masculine voice would probably give. A masculine voice, okay, where did the tiger come from? We don't know, but we do know that God made everything. Therefore, God also made the tiger. That answer doesn't really go any deeper, though, because we don't know what God is. We don't have a vision of what God is, except for what's in the Bible, and that's great. But what is God? Who is God? What caused God? Again, we're left with questions that the answer, God made it, just doesn't really seem to answer. Next possible answer: the tiger created itself. I think this is a silly answer, but it's valid. It does deserve consideration. The tiger created itself. I don't know how anything can be its own cause, unless we're talking in a quantum reality or in a reality where left is right and forward is backwards. Nothing is its own cause. So I personally would eliminate that answer. Maybe there's more to explore there. Go ahead. If anyone wants to, go ahead. If you want to, go ahead. Okay, next answer. No one made it. The tiger came from nowhere. It has no cause. Not even itself. The tiger came out of nothing. It wasn't there one day, it was there the next. No explanation. This is similar to the God made it explanation. It's just kind of the opposite side of the same coin. Nobody made it. God made it, nobody made it. Either way, we don't know where it came from. Where did anything come from? We don't know. Or we think it came from out of nowhere, which is the same as saying we think God made it, because we have no conception of what nowhere is, except that it's nowhere, because by definition, nowhere is impossible for a mind that is somewhere to understand, to conceptualize, to visualize, to have a vision of. Last answer, second to last answer. We who watch the tiger, we who watch create the tiger in our mind. We create the tiger in our mind. Whether or not the tiger exists, where it came from, is irrelevant, because the question we should be asking is what's going on in here. What prejudices do we have that make us see a tiger and say, that's a tiger and it's going to eat me, and it's very beautiful, or it has big muscles? All of these conclusions happen in here. And I generally equate the eye with the mind at this point. But there's a subtle difference. Seeing something is not always perceiving it, and vice versa. And when I speak of seeing, I mean seeing back here, inside the brain. What I see with these is, a fraction of what I see with these ends up back here, and a fraction of what I'm thinking back here actually came from here. The rest I just made up, or I drew from other sources. So that's that. We who watch create the tiger in our mind. Uh, Now that's very interesting because perhaps a man or a masculine voice would view the tiger in a different way than a feminine voice, which is probably getting at the nature of your question. What is the essential feminine element of of this poem? And my final possible answer to the question, where did the tiger come from? Who made the tiger? Who created it? He who writes of the tiger also births it. That is, the tiger is created by writers and poets and artists who imagine different things about it. And what I mean by this is, well, for our modern society, is we get a lot of the ideas of dangerous animals from television and movies. A tiger is scary to us because we may have seen a tiger in a film. Did you watch The Jungle Book? The tiger is very scary in The Jungle Book. He's going to eat Mowgli. And as is the snake. The snake is scary in that movie. So we form ideas about, and it's not just fear, obviously. If we watch the Discovery Channel, we might form opinions of awe or excitement or love or fear that the tiger is going to go extinct. There are many ideas that come to us through our viewing of the tiger, which has been filtered through other people's view. He who writes of the tiger or expresses the tiger to others creates it, births it, and that's where the tiger came from. So I have no conclusion, and that's the problem. I have no conclusion. The tiger could have come from any one of these sources. The tiger also came. Each one of these sources who created the tiger also must be the source that created the lamb, the source that created people, and the source that ultimately creates everything. So, is the essential feminine element just that? Like, it cannot be reduced any further than that? I think that's what I would argue, is that the essential feminine element is the essential feminine element. It is a thing which we must give a name. And I would say, I would name it the Holy Spirit. I would name it the Creator, the creative force. I would name it the feminine force. The goddess, I would name it. But it's irreducible from that. And that's all I have to say for now about that. Okay, bye.